Today we're going to talk about buying chicks and how to tell if you're getting a hen or a rooster. Hey everyone, so today we want to weigh in on whether or not you're getting a hen or a rooster when you're looking at baby chicks, whether you're raising them yourself or if you're going to buy them from somebody else, and you want to determine whether or not you've got hens or you've got roosters in your bunch. Some of these you'll see are a little bit older. Those are harder to tell, but we do have a couple of younger ones just at the 2-week mark. You can still kind of get some of the characteristics. Now, every breed is different, but we've been keeping chickens for several years. We've had half a dozen or so different breeds. They all share similar characteristics. One thing we've learned over the years of either buying chicks or raising chicks is my wife always comes home with roosters, and it's usually because when she reaches into the bin, the roosters don't tend to run away as much. They tend to want to check you out, whereas the hens will move away. Until a hen is ready to accept breeding, they won't squat. They'll tend to scurry away in fear. But roosters are way more curious and tend to be a little easier to pick up. And then obviously your telltales with some of these breeds are the wings and the tail feathers, but we found personality also goes along with these other characteristics. Whereas the roos tend to be a little easier to pick up and handle, the hens tend to want to run away until they're mature enough. So we'll break down our Americana breed first. We have these two right here, these little silver ones. They were both born at the same time. You can see obvious differences on the two, this one being the male and the other one being the female.
Can you pick them up?
If you want to follow along with all of the lore on the internet, you can see he's got much shorter wings, no tail feathers. He's a little less fight and flight. He just kind of hangs out. The hen here. Come here, sweetie. Come here. It's all right. It's all right. So the hens make a lot more noise and want to run away, and they get quite scared. They don't like being handled as much as the males. Much longer, more defined feathers. Again, these guys are only 2 weeks old, so you can already see quite a difference. The females do develop faster, according to the facts. So we have seen that ourselves. The females are much larger and develop much faster than the males. Okay, so next we'll do our Brahmas. These guys are 3 weeks old. You can see she's already got very well-developed feathers on her wings, on her shoulders, her tail feathers quite long and defined, and again, flighty. The males tend to let you hold on to them a little easier. This little guy here was born at the same time as her, and you can see size-wise, he's a little bit bigger, but his wings not as defined as hers. Tail feathers almost non-existent. And if you follow what the internet says, then that would be a male. Again, he's a little less flighty when it comes to being handled. So if you're looking at chicks or you're raising chicks, just kind of pay attention to their personalities, and you'll notice that if you can't tell from the wings and the tail feathers that their personalities and the way they handle can also be another characteristic to kind of look at when trying to decide if you're getting a hen or a rooster. All right, and the last breed we've got here is our Jersey Giants. This is the first year we're keeping these. This is our female. Again, much more defined wings, tail feathers, and very much not crazy about being held. And you'll check the size. This girl was born just barely 2 weeks ago, right alongside this little fella right here. And yeah, you'll see quite the size difference in the wings for sure. These guys were born on the same day, and no tail feathers. So that would be our male. Okay, so if you're going to get some baby chicks, that first couple of days is going to be really hard to tell, but within that first week to week 3, you should see some of these more defined characteristics of a hen and a rooster. And yeah, so you'll want to make sure you look out for those things, and happy chick hunting. Hope you find lots of hens.